Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Sophie Erber.
And I'm Tim Seaman. This afternoon, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds signing a bill into law that requires school districts to offer 100% in-person learning for students.
The governor's saying it's time to put local control into the hands of parents. We have more now in our top story at 6.
We will always look to create opportunities for every single Iowan, including our youngest. And now I'll affirm that commitment by signing this bill.
The bill passed through the Iowa House and Senate on Thursday night, requiring schools to give parents the option to send their students back to school full-time. Families can still choose to keep their kids home for virtual learning or do a hybrid learning format if they choose.
And the requirement can be waived if the governor issues a public health disaster proclamation or if the Iowa Department of Education grants a waiver to the school due to a high number of teachers quarantining from the coronavirus. Governor Reynolds says that it's time to get some normalcy back for kids.
By far, the majority want to be back in school. That's what this is about. It's about the kids. We've seen the data. We've seen the statistics. They're failing. They're falling behind. A lot of them haven't had a touch for over 11 months. That's unconscionable. It's unconscionable to think of their social and emotional well-being and to think of not having access to behavioral health. I mean, who are we? We have a responsibility to make sure these kids have a safe environment to learn in.
The new law will go into effect on February 15th.
The Sioux City Community School District currently is offering in-school classes, but today district administrators announcing a plan for a fully virtual school. Beginning this fall, students K through 12 can enroll in that virtual school. The plan has received official approval already from the Iowa Department of Education. Now, details of that offering will be laid out by Superintendent Dr. Paul Gosman coming up on Monday during an afternoon press conference. Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts says that with more than 4,000 hospital beds now available, the state will loosen COVID-19 restrictions this weekend. Saturday, when Nebraska moves into the green phase of COVID restrictions, indoor venues will be able to return to 100% capacity, and all restrictions for extracurricular activities will be lifted. However, Governor Ricketts still encourages Nebraskans to wear masks while in public and maintain social distancing when possible. Here's a look now at the latest COVID-19 numbers in Siouxland. Woodbury County Health tonight reporting 25 new cases in the past day. 8 patients are currently being cared for with COVID-related symptoms. And in Plymouth County, now 5,500 total cases as well as 70 deaths.
In Nebraska, Dakota County with 17 new positive tests today. The county recording 59 cases over the past 2 weeks. And in South Dakota, Yankton County reports 83 active cases. Meanwhile, there are still 49 active cases listed in Clay County. And the South Dakota Department of Health tonight is looking for volunteers to help administer those coronavirus vaccines. Health officials have set up a website where potential volunteers from across the state can register. That is to assist with COVID-19 vaccination efforts. Volunteers will need to be performing administrative duties as well as actually vaccinating residents. So medical training is not required, and volunteers who are willing to help out in medical settings may qualify to receive their vaccine early. We do have an alert tonight for pregnant women from the World Health Organization. Health officials tonight are advising now that pregnant women should not get the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. This coming after new research was released showing that the clinical trials of that Moderna vaccine had not yet been performed on pregnant women. Officials say if you are pregnant, only consider getting that vaccine if you are a healthcare worker or you have a pre-existing medical condition that would put you at a higher risk of developing serious complications from the virus.
I would encourage them to receive the vaccine. Those at risk, we already mentioned the frontline workers, those taking care of patients, healthcare providers, those who have diabetes, other high-risk conditions.
Again this morning, just for the Moderna vaccine, as of now, there is no information about the Pfizer vaccine being dangerous to pregnant women. Well, another windy day in Siouxland, but the weekend not really looking much better. We might even get another touch of winter.
Yeah, let's check in with meteorologist Marcus Beasley. He's back to give us the update on what we might see.
That's right. We've had clouds throughout much of the day. Temperatures around where they should be this time of year. It does look like tonight we are going to begin to see some wintry weather move into the area. A little bit of rain, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle overnight tonight. Notice temperatures, they're really not going to cool off too much. We'll only drop down a few degrees or so. Upper 20s, lower 30s expected tonight for your low temperatures. And again, it does look like some precipitation will move in tonight. I'm not expecting too much, but you might notice a little bit. I'll have more details on what we can expect tonight and tomorrow coming up in the 9 on 9 forecast. Tim?
All right, Marcus, thanks. Well, an annual wintertime tradition is in full swing tonight up in the Iowa Great Lakes.
The 41st OKOBOJ Winter Games run through Sunday, and although COVID-19 has, of course, caused adjustments to their normal schedule, a majority of those events are still taking place just outdoors.
KCAU 9 News reporter Marina Bach is just back from the lake, shares one event that has been a favorite for fans for 3 years now.
It's colorful, it's big, it's awesome. Awesome.
This is the SMIT's family first time at the OKOBOJ Kite Festival. Tell me, which one's your favorite one and why?
The whale or the big squid, because they're just so big.
You can see them from the road, you can see them from the parking lot, you can see them from the ice. You can really pick and choose whatever you want to do. Lots of outdoor opportunities for you to enjoy here in the Iowa Great Lakes.
The Kite Festival is one of many events that have remained on the Winter Games schedule.
All year long, people say they just look forward to Winter Games and they look forward to the kites. So that's why we do it.
Steve BOOTE is the man behind the event. He started out with only 16 kites. Now he has more than 60.
It's one of those things that most of these guys that are here as professional kite pilots, they've been doing it for 20, 30 years. So I'm told it gets in your blood, and 3 years into it, it's certainly gotten into mine. So.
But a lot of hard work goes on behind the scenes in setting up the colorful display.
The holes need to be drilled in the ice for the kite anchors. Basically, it's a 2x4 that runs horizontally under the ice, and then we strap a 2,500-pound rating strap to that, and then the kites get tied onto that. So it's a pretty big effort.
The kites will remain on display until Sunday. In OKOBOJ, Marina Bach, KCAU 9 News.
Very colorful, no doubt about that. Siouxland law enforcement officers tonight working diligently to help make sure drivers stay safe. It's all part of an effort to reduce traffic fatalities with the Iowa State Patrol and Plymouth County Sheriff's Office joining together to conduct focused traffic stops, alerting drivers of traffic laws that may not be being followed. The project continues until 10 o'clock tonight. You can hear from law enforcement officers in a digital exclusive story you'll find later tonight at SiouxlandProud.com, as well as on the KCAU 9 News app.
Well, it can be difficult to care for a house all by yourself.
How the Brotherhood of Firefighters came to the aid of a woman in need with a new roof. Have you share the details coming up?
And it looks like tonight we'll have some light rain move in. We could see a little bit of the freezing variety of that. Wintry mix for tomorrow, and seasonal temperatures look to continue. I'll have details on all of that after the break.
You're watching KCAU 9 News with Tim Seaman, Sophie Erber, meteorologist Marcus Beasley, and sports director Jake Jones. This is KCAU 9 News at 6. How can you keep up with Siouxland's quickly changing weather? With the largest staff of meteorologists in Siouxland, with 5 newscasts and live updates throughout the day on air and online. With Siouxland's most accurate forecast, KCAU 9 Weather, we've got you covered.
Well, it's been some difficult times, of course, because of the pandemic. And one Virginia business owner recently decided to step up and help a community member in need by gifting her, of all things, a new roof.
That's right. And Asia Tulliver explains how the Brotherhood of Firefighters helped out this widow do that.
It's been 5 years since Norfolk resident Maggie Byram lost the love of her life.
He was a very nice man. We had 13 foster kids.
Her late husband, William Byram, was a Norfolk firefighter for many years. She says he was dedicated to a life of service.
The last time is what really brought him down. He fell through. It was a 3-alarm fire over in South Norfolk. And he went through 2 floors, and they had to go in and find him.
Maggie says ultimately he died from sepsis, causing his kidneys to shut down. Since his passing, she's been maintaining the home best she can, but a little over a year ago, the roof started leaking.
My girlfriend came to stay when I had surgery, and there was a leak right over her bed.
From there, leaks started popping up all over. So she called the folks at SB Roofing to see what they could do. And the owner, Scott Bird, came to check it out.
When I came to the door, I noticed that she had a sticker on the door that said Norfolk Fire Rescue Retiree.
With Bird being a Norfolk firefighter himself, they instantly hit it off. He says the roof was beyond any small repairs and needed to be redone completely.
I knew that she was on a tight budget and couldn't afford a new roof. I just felt compelled to help her out.
Bird worked with 3 other Norfolk firefighters who owned companies to cover the labor costs. ABC Supply donated all the material, and GAF Manufacturing donated the shingles. Also, Miss Maggie's new roof wouldn't cost her a penny, a gift she says is a blessing that can't be put into words. Proving even though her husband has passed away, her family of firefighters always has her back.
Once a fireman, always a fireman. That's, my husband always said that.
A nice story.
Indeed. Everybody pitching in. Sports is up next, and the Iowa State women are enjoying one of their most meaningful wins of the season.
Jake explains what made last night so special, coming up in sports.
Temperature's fairly steady tonight, but it does look like a little bit of freezing drizzle possible late tonight into tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow we'll kind of see a mixed bag of a little bit of everything. Rain, snow, transitioning to some snow, maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle as well, with a high temperature of only 35 degrees.
It's what you call a weather buffet.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Thanks, Marcus. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here at 10.